G'day everybody, it's Tonia here, coming at you from Sunday Creek, Victoria here in Australia. I hope you're having a wonderful evening, afternoon or morning, wherever you may be in the world. And thank you for joining A1R Psychic Radio to be part of our callers, hopefully, that you managed to get through. If you don't straight away, please keep trying, because we do endeavour to cover as many as we can throughout the shows, and we love to get started with you guys, being on the phone and answering any issues that you have and offering guidance to the best of our ability. So pretty exciting. I hope you've had a great week. It's been a pretty amazing week here. We've had some really great sunny days with the weather, considering we're in winter here, so it gets a bit cold and it's rug up time, but today's a beautiful sunny winter's day, so we're really lapping it up, and we've had a lot of rain, so it's filled up our dams and our tanks, which is really important here. Being in the country, we depend on the rain, as do many farmers. There's a lot of farmers struggling at the moment here in Australia because it's drought conditions and has been for many years. I just reviewed looking at sponsoring a few this morning because, we take for granted here that we have lots of green grass and we have more than enough to feed all our stock. We mainly have horses on our property, so we rotate them around so that we, don't really have to spend a lot of money on feed. But those poor farmers that really are, at the mercy of the weather, it's a really hard time for them, and they don't often get the handouts, and it leads to some devastating events that take place when the pressure gets too much. And I was reminded that this morning by the hay runners. There's I can't think of their name off the top of my head, but they a group of truckies that go and deliver hay to the farmers that otherwise can't afford to feed their stock and things like that. So it brings a reminder back to helping others and giving back to people. So I think that's a really important thing, and I endeavour to do that in my day-to-day practice, is to help others and to also give back. I was also reminded this week, I went to pick up my son from work, and he was we put an order in. This is like KFC or McDonald's and on the side of the highway, so it's like here, you go in and fuel up, and I was picking him up, and there was a lovely, lovely girl there that served me, and she was doing 6 things at once. Amazing. Like, she was like Superwoman, and I even said to her, "You're Superwoman." But I did make sure that I rang that company and acknowledged her. So that's my reminder this week, is acknowledge. When you see somebody go out of their way or doing a great job, please acknowledge them and let people know within that company or business, because it's great to get that feedback. And I think the people that do exceptional work or go out of their way for others, we need to acknowledge that and say a big thank you. So it was really fantastic. So that's my reminder. That's my reminder for me and everyone else this week. Okay, I've got Sarah in Texas coming through for a call. Sarah, how's it going?
It's going good.
That's
pretty
good.
Rainy outside.
Is it? Yeah. What sort of weather have you been having over there?
It's actually just started raining last night, so we are actually under like a state of emergency for a flood watch.
Oh no. Yeah, that makes it really hard too, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
All right. So do you want me to read out a bit of what I picked up going on around you?
Yes, please. I would love that.
Yeah. Can I ask, is one of the things that you're bringing up in relation to about a relationship today?
I'm sorry?
Is one of the things that you were bringing up about today regarding a relationship?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Because, yeah, just that was kind of the thread that I picked up on. I just wanted to confirm that it was for you. I like to make sure that when I pick up things, I've got the right call that I'm, connecting with. So there was, just reading by what I picked up prior to connecting, is there's an issue about being more understanding and improving communication within a relationship. And there's also an element of you surrendering a bit to allowing somebody to step in and do what they, how can I put it, to be themselves and to allow them to help you or take on that role of looking out for you?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was like the main point. Like the reason I was coming to you was because I was actually in a relationship, and we just recently ended things because the story behind it was that he wanted to go back to a previous partner that he had, but things were going really great. But I've always been very independent.
Yeah. And it's like there's a little bit of an element in there where it's great to be independent. I'm very independent myself, so I totally get that. But there's also that being able to surrender to allow somebody to be a part of your life and feel like that they belong and that they play a role within your life, because otherwise they can tend to feel like there's that separation. So even though you're together in the relationship, it's a little bit like they're not needed, not wanted, and can give off that vibe that you're better off without them, even though that's not what you're putting out there by any means.
I'm sorry? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So that needs to change for you. And when I say that needs to change, it's something you need to be aware of, saying, okay, I can still be independent, but I need to be able to lean on somebody. And this also comes back to giving and receiving. So you would probably find that you struggle a little bit to receive. So you would be very giving to others, and, you would be the one to go, yep, I can help. I'll put myself out there for everybody else. But if somebody stepped in and said, hey, let me do this for you, even though you'd allow them, you would then feel like you had to go back and say to them, now I'll do this to pay you back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's a human trait. We all do it, but it's like that balancing act. Until you balance the giving and receiving, you're more or less saying to the universe, I'll be the one that's constantly giving here, and I'm going to hit a brick wall each time. And that's not only in relationships as in partnerships, but it can be at work, it can be in the family. People just tend to take from you, and they're just so used to doing it. And basically you put the energy out there, so they're all going, this is great. And half the time they don't necessarily mean to do it, but that's the energy you're putting out there. So that needs to change for you to bring in the relationship that you want. And I don't feel it's totally closed with the chap that you've just stepped out from, but I feel like there's those internal changes that you need to make. And I feel like intuitively you're relating to what I'm saying, because this is your message, and this is something that you need to look at working on to be able for you to move forward and get that perfect relationship, because you're a great catch, I have to say, they're telling me. So, please don't please don't think that I'm here to say that you've got to be somebody different than who you are, because that's not the case. But it's just about changing that mindset and bringing in all those elements together to say, yes, universe, I'm here and I'm ready for a relationship, and I want somebody equal to me.
Yeah, because I get a lot of guys that, like, men that try to approach me and they tell me that I'm perfect, that I'm innocent, that everybody, like, a lot of men that I know want me, but I feel I'm too good for them. And the person that I was with, I felt like at one point in life, like, of course, I was in a previous relationship and I was my own, like, I felt high the whole time, like it was great. And then with this relationship, I felt the exact same way. But then everything just started coming down all at once. So I didn't know how to react to it, and I didn't know what to do or turn to. That's why I was so confused. And this man, he would tell me, like, I was perfect. He told me he wanted me to meet his parents. He was describing everything I wanted, but then from one day to the next, he just completely turned everything the opposite. Yeah. So I'm just confused about the whole situation.
Yeah. Again, it's a little bit because of the fact that, you've got the goods, but it's how the energy and the message that you're putting across. And as a relationship, there needs to be that balance where someone wants to feel they're needed or part of a team and not kept separate. And that's where the confliction is that they're moving away from you, not because of anything that you've consciously necessarily done, but you're not making room for them. So you need to change that.
How would I change that though? Like I have a busy life.
It's about it's doing that inner work on yourself to say, okay, I'm going to be a bit more understanding with somebody as my partner. I'm going to work on doing things together and incorporating them equally. So not being, I'm independent and I'm here, because it's energetically you're here and you're putting them there. So they kind of feel like they're a little disregarded.
Okay.
All right, so that's about working on yourself. So I want you to go away and have a good think about that and even if you sit down and write down the parts of you that are independent and that there's that little bit of a wall up where you're not allowing them to step through. If you keep that wall up, what happens is they'll come so far, then all of a sudden things get flipped around and it's like a roadblock. So we need you to work on how can I bring that blockage down? How can I acknowledge what am I doing? Like in what way am I sending the message out that I'm independent and I don't need somebody?
Okay.
Okay, so it's just being aware. Awareness is everything. I say the Louise Hay book, You Can Heal Your Life, is an amazing game changer. You know, our human existence is about us learning, you know, those life lessons, and we have them continually. We never ever fully learn it, I feel anyway. And for you, it's just about tweaking and fine-tuning where you're at. And these are subconscious beliefs that we hang on to from childhood. So it's about letting that go and going, okay, I'm ready to step into a relationship with somebody that's equal and I'm open and I'm ready to give my part of my heart. I'm not going to put the wall up. Okay?
Okay.
You've got it though, Sarah, so don't worry. Don't stress about that. So just do that bit of work around yourself. And I feel like there's an opportunity with this one that's just walked out. It's not just about him connecting with his previous partner. He feels that little bit of resistance with you. So by you working on yourself, it's going to open you up to whether it's him that steps back in or somebody new. It'll change the dynamics. Okay?
Okay.
Please keep me posted. Australia Psychic Cowgirl on Facebook. Send me a message and let me know how you go. But yeah, you've got it. It's not, you don't have to do anything massive. Just start to put it out there that you're going to work on changing that dynamic about yourself. Okay?
I will. I think it's just that I think what I have to work on myself, I'm starting to realize is after you talk to me is my confidence. I'm very confident. I approach people with high confidence that I can do things by myself, and that's what I would always tell with my partner. I would tell him, like, I can do things by myself with or without you, and I feel that I need to, like, tune that up by, like, trying to mention to him, because I work with him, like, tell him, like, I need your help or I need you, because I would tell him, like, we would compensate each other.
Yep, that's right. You got it, spot on. So start to be more open and more, especially open to receiving help from others. That's how you do it. Start those pathways to change and be open to help. Okay, I must go now. I've got Terry waiting in Kansas, I should say. Lovely to connect. Message me if you have any other questions, Sarah. That's fine. Thank you so much. Okay, I think I've got Terry from Kansas on the line. Hi,
yes,
Terry.
I'm
how
here.
you going?
Oh, pretty good. How about you?
Good. Have I connected before with you, Terry?
Pardon
Have you rung in
me?
before? Have you rung in before and I've connected? Have you rang in before?
I can't hear you.
Okay. I'll
There
see
you
if...
go. Now I can hear you.
Oh, good. Have I connected before for
better.
you, Terry? No, this is your first time? Oh, cool. Awesome. There's something about you that felt familiar, that's all. Can I ask you is, well, don't worry, that'll come out in the next bit of connection, but is your work and career and finances and things something that's at the forefront at the moment for you?
No, I'm disabled. I'm not working.
Okay. Yep. All right. Is there because I feel like I have to say to you, there's something around where there's an offer for you to do something, and to me, it felt like doing something. When I say like a career or something whereby you're connecting with others in something that you really enjoy.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do.
Yeah, so it's like there's an opportunity coming for you. Have you already had this offer?
Not yet. I'm working on it.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely, because it's like I straight away got for you, this is a dream, this is dream work. It's like there's a lot of focus and diligence that you're really good at, you're going to bring to the table, and it's going to make a big difference for your sense of self, because you will be like, yeah, I'm jumping up to get up and do this. It's like you've been missing that sense of.
Yes, I have. Yes,
obviously with, not being able to do stuff, of course it, creates that thing, but it's like you're ready to go. So I want to say to me, I'm picking up for you soon. So I would like to even say by July, something's coming along where you're going to say that really fits the bill for me, and it's something that you're going to work in with really well with your life at the moment, that will just give you that sense of purpose and that sense of it's like you have this within you where you're here for a purpose, and even though all that you've been through, you've had your struggles, but there's more to you. And I just feel like I want to say that it's like the universe has been pushing you to go, it's not over yet. It's like there's so much for you to achieve and stand in your power with. It's quite exciting, Terry.
I'm very, very excited, yes.
Yeah, because it's like, intuitively, and you're quite psychic and quite in tune. So it's like you get these messages that come through to say, you're on the right track. There's this exciting thing coming up, even though you're not fully aware of what it is yet. You have that knowing that this is what's coming through.
That's so good to know.
Yeah,
that's so good to know.
Mm-hmm. It's like, can I ask, is your mother in spirit, Terry?
Sure. Uh-huh.
Yeah, is your mother's passed? Because there's a lady coming through here.
Yes, my mother has passed, yes.
Yeah, okay, so it's like she's around you, like, strongly at the moment, and I feel like you can sense her being around, but she also gives you signs of her being around, and she's excited as well. So it's like this opportunity, there's a link to your mother somehow. So whether she did something similar or there's something that she's excited about with this opportunity, so there's a link with her. Was she struggling towards the end of her passing?
Yes, very much so.
Yeah, so she was, because I feel like there's an essence of, you've been struggling and you've been held back physically, and I think she was the same, and it's like whatever you're stepping into, she's excited about, because she would love to have done something along that line as well. So there's also a reference to you being very, her and yourself being quite similar.
I was going to ask you if I can ask you a question about my mom being there.
Yeah.
My brother is terminally ill, and we live together in a house, and he's not doing well at all. And yesterday I was like wanting her to be around so I would know what to do better. And I just wonder if maybe that's not why you feel that too.
Yes. And she is, it's like she's stepping in strongly around because of that, and it's like she's there to support you. She will be giving you signs, and she will be working with your brother. Now, is there something to do with, have you got her necklace, or what's to do with the jewellery of hers?
I have rings of hers.
Yeah, do you put them on a necklace?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I see you hanging. Now, have you taken them off? Because I feel like she's like put them on or put them near your brother to bring in that extra connection. It's like she's definitely around. You get the signs, and she is around your brother too. But she will make sure that he transitions, and she's communicating now. She will make sure that he transitions peacefully, I have to say. So she's there waiting.
God.
Yeah.
Thank you. And, I needed to hear something like that.
Yeah, no, she is. She's a beautiful soul. She's got a big heart like you. She's telling
thank
me.
you. Yes, she does.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And she's up there with a few. So there's a few from her family that have passed as well. So she's up there saying, I'm up here with the rest of the family. We're waiting. So they will make sure that he has a good welcoming committee, I have to say. And it would be great to have a conversation with him about that, to let him know. 'Cause it's like she wants him to know that it's not going to be a struggle, because, of course, transitioning and knowing that your time is coming is such a, I can't imagine what your brother must be going through, but it's like she wants him to know he's there so that he won't feel scared.
Okay. I will be
she'll
sure
be there
to
for her. She's there for her baby. Was he the youngest boy? She's making reference that she had a special connection with him.
They were very, very close. I have a younger brother, but they didn't have a relationship. So my brother that is ill is like her partner in crime. They're very
absolutely
close.
She'll move hell and high water to make sure that when the time comes and he transitions, it will be peaceful, and he, that will create that sense of peace. And even for yourself, I feel like it'll be a blessing, and there will be signs whereby you will intuitively know, and things will go smooth, rather than being dramatic. And it's such a hard time, and you've done an amazing job with him. Thanking you for that too.
Thank you very much.
No worries.
You made me cry.
No, she's beautiful. She said she's going to bring some money for you too, so don't be surprised if there's a bit of a or something, because it's like she wants to help from over there. So don't be surprised if if you're taking a lottery ticket or something, that there's a little kick there from your mum. It's like she wants to help you and thank you for what you've done for her and for your brother. It's like you're the mother role now.
Pardon me?
No, beautiful. It's like you're the mother role now that she's not around. So it's a little bit like you're the glue that holds the.
I'm the oldest daughter, so yes, I am.
Yeah, good girl. You've done an amazing job, and please allow yourself to take some time out, throughout this journey to be able to just reconnect with nature a little bit for you, that sense of self, because it's important. You're a real giver as well, so it's important that you balance that out with taking some time out. Your mum's acknowledging, because I don't think she ever took time out.
Right.
Yeah, so like saying, tell her she needs to, so yeah. I have to wrap
up. Thank you so very much.
My pleasure, and keep the faith, and all is well in your world, so please know that. And well done, Terry.
Thank you for everything.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Take care. Okay, I'm about to be wrapped up. Thanks, Terry. Thank you, Sarah and Terry, for connecting today. It's been fantastic to be able to, connect and do a reading for you. You can find me on Australia's Psychic Cowgirl on Facebook, on Instagram, and via my Facebook page as a connection to email. Please send me an email or a message if you feel inclined. I do get inundated, so sometimes it takes me a little while to get back, but I do reply to everybody. So please know that your message is important to me. This is part of my soul purpose, and a little bit to, again, like my old saying, that tread your own path, do what feels right for you, and honour yourself, because honouring ourselves is the biggest gift that we can give ourselves. And know that nothing is a coincidence. Everything happens for a reason, and there's so many lessons that we get, that we learn from, and that we can quite often move through and to the best that we can. And, some of the things and the stories I hear with being a medium about what people go through, it just astounds me that they manage to get through life with some of the things that are thrown at them. But I definitely feel blessed to be able to connect and help people tune into your inner guidance. So always remember also, as a medium, and that's not just myself but all the readers, we're just giving you what you already know. We're not giving you something that's external. You all have this information within you, and we can always tune in for that and get the right guidance. So know that you are divinely guided. Spirit is around. All you have to do is ask and they will step in for you. There's never a doubt about that. I'm always shown that every day, every reading that I do, Spirit is around. So please, honour that, and remember, you've got to be quiet and still to hear them. So they can't come through if you're distracted all the time. So spend that time, take time out. Give me some feedback, guys. I love to hear your ideas and things for my show. I am really open to covering as much as I can and having a great time with you. The half an hour just goes so fast.